Hello YouTubers, got a somewhat quick video here. If you've ever had your firing pin or your spring on your firing pin break on your Remington 870, then this would be of some use for you. Basically, I got the new firing pin in from Brownells. There it is. And it cost me like $8. And this one's just all steel. So what you'll need is your new firing pin, new spring, or your old one, which this is the old one, that's why it's kinked, but my new one is back ordered, so I gotta wait on that. This one will do just fine in the meantime. Some sort of punch. I've got a modified Allen key that all I've done is rounded off the end of it a little bit, and it's the right diameter I need. So anyway, let's get to it. First thing you want to do is make sure your firearm is unloaded and safe. This one I've already done that. You can clearly see that there is nothing in there. I've already taken the barrel off and the magazine cap. So what you want to do with this from this point is underneath, you take the left side. There is this little latch here. You take that and you depress it. You kind of got to fidget with it. It'll come forward a little bit. And then you push the magazine latch and drop your bolt, whatever. Anyway, don't need the body of that from there. Don't need the fore end for that. All you need is the pieces that completely fell apart on me. Let's get you down here a little better. Need these pieces as such. I'm not going to bother trying to name them off, but this pin right here is what we're going to drive out. And the easiest way I've found to do this without destroying things is get yourself a vise. Doesn't have to be a fancy one. And what you do is you close the jaws to where they're about 1/4 inch apart. Just like that. Just enough to where it acts like a vise block, and you can use a vise block for that. You get your punch and your hammer, drop it down in there. This is a very tight fit, and then you just beat it till it comes out. This one might be a little more stubborn. There it goes. You don't want to lose it, so you just, and you don't want to take it out all the way, just to where you can see through. You got that little, I don't know if you can see that well, but it basically clear through. That way you, first of all, you don't lose your pin, and second of all, you don't have to fight to get the spring in. But basically, you throw your spring around a bunch. Take your firing pin, just like this. Take your spring, slip it over the top, slip it through the big hole in the back, and then this notch is going to line up with that pin. See how that sits like that? You're going to push that in until it lines up, and you may need another punch to help you out. This gets tricky, but see? Or you didn't see, either way. I'm going to go ahead and lock this up in my vise. I'm not worried about it marring because, well, I don't give a damn. It'll all function the same. But if I was doing this for someone else's gun, I might care a little more. Just want to make sure you get that guided in there all the way. And then you just, once you get it in the majority of the way, like that, it'll retain that, and then you just take it and make sure it's not protruding from the end. This one has a little bit of protrusion, just a little bit, so what I'm going to do is take my set and dick around with this for another minute. That's set in there pretty good. You want to make sure it comes through. So I get that on camera. Make sure the firing pin comes through about the right. And you want to make sure it's sticking out the back a little bit so the hammer can actually hit it. From this point forward, all you do is basically reassemble the gun. Zoom down a little bit. Basically reassemble the gun. Get it lined up. Bottom piece goes on. Bolt body goes on in this manner with the extractor forward, and then your locking lug with the lug obviously forward. And then you push this back, you reshunt inside, and you do the right side first and then the left side, and it'll slide right in. And then from there you put your barrel back on, put the magazine tube in, or the magazine spring in, the cap on that. If you have a retainer for it, put that in there, but then you just function test it and you're good to go. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're curious about this project, I might do a review on it if I get enough comments. If not, then I'll just leave it as is. Like, comment, subscribe. It makes me feel warm and happy inside. And there's the shop kitty cat, or one of them. She's eating a broom. So if I don't get a like just for that, yeah, if I don't get a like just for that, then you guys are heartless. So, Master of None, out.